Hey YouTube, welcome back to Cassandra's Kitchen, where I eat to live and not live to eat. Today is Saturday morning. I'm in the kitchen about ready to whip up some vegan pancakes. They're light, they're fluffy, they're delicious, and they're vegan. So if you're interested in learning this recipe, stay tuned and I'll show you. Alright guys, so real simple, easy recipe to make, but it's definitely delicious and it beats the box stuff by far. So to start off, what we're going to do, we're going to take a cup and a half of flour. And you guys know me, I use spelt flour for the most part. So I'm going to put this in here just to kind of sift it down a little bit. So we want 1.5 cups of flour. We want 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And we want a teaspoon of salt. I'm using the pink Himalayan salt. And we want 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'll put that in a moment, but I'm going to go ahead and sift this down so it can make sure it's light and fluffy. I'm just using my calendar there to get that sifted in there. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our sugar. And this is a tablespoon of sugar. And I'm using monk sugar. And what we're going to do is pour in our egg, which I'm not using egg. I'm using the flax eggs, which is 1 tablespoon of flax meal with 3 tablespoons water, and that is equivalent to 1 egg. So we're going to put that in here. And this stuff really works good for an egg replacement. And then what we're going to do is put in our 3 tablespoons of butter, melted butter. Get that poured in here. And we're going to need 1.25 cup of milk. I'm using unsweetened almond milk. And all we're going to do is mix these together. And y'all, this makes a real delicious pancake. And what we're going to do on top of that, we're going to be putting some caramelized walnuts and some bananas. And then we're going to have some maple syrup to top that off. So we're going to go ahead and get this all whipped up. And let's see here. Yep, just give it a little twirl here. Get everything mixed up in there really good. The kids are hungry. My grandbabies are here and they're ready to eat pancakes. And so if you hear crying in the background or noise, that's just the grandbaby. So it's Saturday morning and we're at home and the kids are up and everybody's in. So this is real. So this is real TV. So what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and I'm using my griddle. And I just put a little bit of butter on my griddle here. Or you can spray it with a little bit of oil too, either way. But I'll use just a little bit of butter here. And let me get my ladle. And my griddle is pretty hot. I think I have this mixed up really well. And if you find that your batter is a little thick, if you want to add more milk to it, that's fine. But I like it a little bit thick because it makes a nice fluffy, thick pancake. So I'm going to keep my batter like this, but if you like yours a little thinner, of course you can definitely do that. Like I said, this is quick and easy. It doesn't take no time at all, and it beats all those extra ingredients that you find in box pancake mix. You know, it's got so many different things in there. So I just take a ladle of this. My grill's hot. Those are going here. All right. So while these are on here, what we're going to do, we're going to take our attention over here because I'm going to show you how I do my caramelized walnuts that we're going to top with this. So come on over to the stove and let me show you. So what I've got here, I got a little bit of butter melting in my skillet. And what I've done, I've just kind of chopped up some walnuts. I'm going to just go ahead and get those down in here. And I'm going to put a little bit of monk sugar in there just to give it a little sweetener. You can use brown sugar if you like. I'm just going to use the monk sugar. I want to use some cinnamon, so I'm using some organic cinnamon. And you do this to taste. So I'm not measuring anything because I've done this so many times. I put a little cinnamon in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of pure vanilla. So I want to make sure, get a little bit of vanilla in here. I'm not having stuff open. And my nails are long, so bear with me. All right. Just had to get my knife to get that down in there. Okay. So I'm just going to put just, a little bit of vanilla in there. Not much, just a little bit. And we're going to let this cook. And we're going to let this kind of caramelize. Now, I may need a little bit more butter in here. I only started off with a little bit. So maybe about a good tablespoon of butter. But you want to make sure everything's coated real good so your nuts, it'll have a candy coating. And then you're using the cinnamon and that vanilla in there. Oh my gosh, you can just eat these like, it's kind of like carnival walnuts or pecans. You know how you used to get the pecans from the carnival? But these kind of taste like that. But we're using the walnuts here. But what we're going to do, we're just going to let this kind of cook a little bit and get a little candied caramel taste or texture to them. So maybe 4 or 5 minutes on medium high. I have mine on 6, so medium high there. And we're going to let this go for a second. And this is what we're going to top our pancakes with. Our maple syrup and bananas. Oh my gosh. You guys, these are amazing. You definitely have to try it because they're delicious. All right, but we're going to let this go for a second. Like I said, this is quick and easy. We'll be done with this here in no time. So we're just going to let them caramelize there just for a few minutes. All right, so we're bringing our attention back over here to our pancakes. So it's time to get those flipped. You see how fluffy those are rising up to be? Get those flipped here. Look at those. Those babies are rising to the occasion. That's what I'm talking about. So let these cook. And what I usually like to do, I typically use the spray on here. I did put a little bit of butter on here, but what I did, I come back and I like to spray my griddle. And this is just the spray oil, because I like to spray oil on my griddle for my pancakes. And this is avocado, but this is not avocado in here. It's grapeseed oil. I just keep using the bottle over. So just a little grapeseed oil down in my spray bottle. But look at these babies. They're rising to the occasion. So then what I do is I take my butter and I like to go over the top of my pancakes while they're cooking a little bit, just to give them that buttery taste. It's got butter in here, and this is my vegan butter, of course. You can use any butter you prefer. You can use any flour. You can use any sugar. You can use eggs if you eat eggs, but this is how you do it if you don't want to have the real dairy. So, here, they're about ready to come off. Look how fluffy these are, guys. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how fluffy these pancakes are. And they taste so good. I made these the other day. And I was like, you know what? These are so delicious. I'm going to put these on my video. So those are about ready to come off. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what the candied walnuts look like. So let's come back over here to the stove. Quick and easy. All right. So back over here to the stove. You see how they're getting a little caramelized. They got a little sweetness to them, a little brown. So these are about ready. We don't want to overdo these. We just want to, you know, have a little sugar, cinnamon, butter, and just give it a little toast. So these are ready. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna plate these pancakes up and we're gonna top them with some bananas and our hot maple syrup. So we'll show you what it looks like and let you see what it tastes like. All right, guys, so simple and easy, as I mentioned. So now what we're doing is just gonna top it with some fresh bananas. We're just gonna make sure we get plenty of bananas on here because I love bananas on my pancakes. And then we're gonna top it with some of these caramelized nuts. And let these nuts just get all over it and down on the plate, because that's what's gonna, when you start breaking into these pancakes, that's what's gonna make them so good. And then I use pure maple syrup. I don't use the high fructose corn syrups that's like in your Aunt Jemima's and your Mrs. Butterworth's. Pure maple syrup, and it doesn't take that much. And just let that go. Oh my gosh, look at that. Now you tell me that those aren't good. You tell me. So we're gonna have a little taste test here. But before I do, I need to take a picture because they just pretty. So y'all bear with me a moment. I'm gonna take a picture of these. Everybody know I like taking pictures, so let me just get a picture of my pancakes. Mm-hmm. Yes, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, it's good. So you guys know what time it is. It's time to taste these amazing, fluffy, vegan, walnut, banana pancakes. Good. So, I need someone to taste these for me. Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
Can I have your attention, please?
Yes, you may.
I want you to come and taste these pancakes for me. Is my granddaughter somewhere near?
My favorite time.
Ariana. Okay. See, I have they're always very close to the kitchen. So I want you guys to come and taste the pancakes for me. Come on over and see what I've whipped up in the kitchen. Here you go. I'll let Paw cut into those, and then when he cuts it down, you can get your taste, okay? Now I'm going to get y'all a napkin because I know. And y'all, like I said, it's Saturday morning. We're not dressed up. We got our head things on. We're eating breakfast, right? Okay. Make sure you get you some of that maple syrup in there. The banana and them walnuts, that's just,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, y'all.
They're good?
Most definitely.
Okay. You want to get in there, babe? Get you a taste.
The pancakes are really good, y'all. I mean, it tastes just like pancakes. They're light, they're fluffy, and with the walnuts and the banana and the real maple syrup. Woo! Good God Almighty. Trying to tell y'all got to try this.
Too hot.
Y'all need to subscribe because these are Mama's pancakes right here, and they are really good. Seriously.
They're good and they're hot. My granddaughter's like, Meemaw, they're hot, so I had to have her spit her piece out. But here you have it: vegan banana walnut pancakes. They're delicious. So I want you to try it, and if you like it, you know what to do, right? Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, and share this video.
Yes.
Everybody loves pancakes.
Share,
you can share it with your family and friends.
They're really good.
And I'm sure they're going to enjoy these pancakes because they're really good.
They really are.
And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on? Subscribe to my channel, right? So again, from Cassandra's kitchen to yours, we thank you, we love you, and be blessed. Bye-bye for now.
Peace out, y'all.